What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at a Milano knife by Jabe's Cutlery. This thing seems to be pretty cool. You know, I like to call them the stilettos, Milanos, but this thing is pretty neat. So let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not crazy about the trigger, and it's weird that I'm starting with this thing, but let me just show y'all right here. So, as you can see, they don't give you a lot of room right there, because these bolsters, the way that they are, they come up and they almost block that trigger. So it's really hard to get a smooth, feel, I guess. I don't know the word I was looking for. Smooth feel, smooth touch, whatever. But you can't really get your fingers down there. But if you can get to it, it's fast. It throws that blade up pretty good, which I like. It's got the padded liner lock right here. Got your spear point blade, like your standard Milano. Single edge, of course. Large belly on it right there. Got your Milano right there and the Jabe's Cutlery logo on it. Aluminum bolsters right there. Got plastic handles, which gives it that pearl look. And I like the darker pearl style looks than the lighter pearl, but that's just a personal preference. Pocket clip, seems to fit pretty high, given that it is a stiletto knife. It seems like they could have raised it up a little bit more to give you more of a concealed look if you have deep enough pockets. But the pocket clip has that large divot in there, which, is going to make it pretty beefy and not move around, but it has the chance of fraying your pocket. Again, got that padded liner lock right there. Seems to be a smooth close on it. Man, if you can get your finger on that trigger, bam, that thing throws up pretty nice. So I like that aspect of it. Just a simple Milano knife. The pocket clip is removable, because I know a lot of times with these stilettos, you might not always want the pocket clip on it. But it's got that spear point blade for stabbing. But little gangster knife right there. Let's see with this single hand deployment, single hand close, no problem at all. This thing is smooth. So far, guys, I'm liking this little knife. I don't like that trigger being so blocked, but if you can get your finger on it, this thing's kind of fun. But let's go ahead and let's see. Damn it. It doesn't seem to be too sharp, but let's go see how sharp this blade really is. Alright, given that these Milanos have the spear point on them, I'm pretty sure that this tip is going to be pretty sharp, but let's check out the belly of this thing. So, right here with a straight down cut. Whew. So, you're basically going to have to run the length of the blade to really get a good cut. You're not going to be able to just straight down hold it like a razor, but let's try it at an angle real quick, and we'll travel the length of the blade just to see. Yeah, so slicing is definitely going to be your better option here. Now, this is for stabbing, so let's check out the point on it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The point on it is really good. Minimal push to it. You get in there and your slice downs. As you can tell, there is a few rips and tears in there. But throw it on a sharpener once or twice, and this thing might not be too bad. I'm probably going to have to throw this thing on a sharpener, because for a little cheap stiletto like this, man, that time, see I missed? Bam. This thing's fun. I like the trigger on it, and if I have time or even care to do it, I might even remove those trigger guards on it right there. But it does act as a thumb. Well, not really. It just gives it aesthetics and does block that trigger when it's in your pocket, because you don't want a stiletto going off in your pocket. So, well, shit. Speaking of that, let's go ahead. Let me show you one more time. Again, guys, you can remove this pocket clip on it, but let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. Alright, let's see how this thing looks in the pocket. So, not a super high pocket clip, but let's see right here. I'll show y'all right over here in this camera. So, boom, right there with the slide down. Kind of bunches the pocket up right there, but you do have, you know, you don't have as much as I thought you would sticking out of the pocket like that. Concealed side, it's actually not terrible. The print, yeah, there's a pretty good bit of print with this knife, but so that catches a little bit right there. So, you hear that? I feel like it over time, that right there might fray your pocket. So just be careful with that aspect of it. Other than that, though, this is actually not too bad. You pull it out, your trigger's right there, and you're good to go. You know, it felt a little heavy in the pocket, and now that I'm thinking about it, it feels pretty heavy right here. It's just a heavier knife, but still not a deal breaker, even with it sitting a little bit low. You know, these pockets were actually deep enough to where it fit on in pretty good. So that wasn't too bad, but it did feel a little heavy. So let's go ahead, let's go get the weight, and then let's get the measurements of this knife as well. Alright, let's see what this thing measures out to be. 5 inches. With a about 3.5 inch blade right there. And then fully open, we're going to be looking at 8.5 inches. Now, let's go ahead and see what the weight of this thing is. I'm thinking it's going to be on the heavier side. Okay, so 5.5. Alright, so yeah, just a little bit on the heavier side, but not too bad. Well, there you have it, guys. The Jabe's Cutlery Milano knife. This thing is fun. If you're in the Milano, if you're looking for one, you're definitely on a budget, want to go with a cheaper one, I'd stay away from that Tac Force. I'd go with this Jabe's Cutlery one. That would be my personal preference right there. I know that we've got a review coming out on this big old biggin right here pretty soon. I might go ahead and shoot that thing, you know, when this is over. But the bad thing about it is getting it, anyway, close up. But anyway, guys, that is the Milano knife. This thing's actually pretty fun. You sharpen this sucker up, you have a pretty cool knife. Not sure how long it'll hold up. You know, it seems to be doing okay right now. But maybe if you have it, just every now and then, tighten it up. Because I know with a lot of these cheaper ones, those screws can get loose pretty quick. But anyways, pearl handle Milano knife, Jabe's Cutlery. I'll leave a link in the description if y'all want to go check it out. Hope you're subscribed, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.